Hello and welcome. Now, with 10th edition rumoured to be released next year, the usual hype surrounds such release, and especially one with such an auspicious number. And we 9 still has 3 codices yet to be released. What are some changes I would love to see with this new edition? First is a Codex Supplement. Just get rid of them. They only affected Space Marine players anyway, well, except Grey Knights that is. They are an extra expense but just isn't needed. Keep the Space Marine Codex for Codex Astartes compliant chapters, like it has been since 3rd. Give the non-Codex compliant chapters their own codex. Chapters like Space Wolves, Blood Angels and Dark Angels have enough unique units to deserve this. Raven Guard, Iron Hands and Imperial Fists only really have just a couple of named characters, so they have no need for a supplement, let alone a full codex. Next, remove the paywall for digital codices. Whether you pay for the Warhammer 40,000 app alone, or get it part of Warhammer Plus, if you paid for the codex, you shouldn't have to pay extra for the digital copy that is given to you. This has always felt like a DLC on disc, like Capcom did. I paid for the book, I have the code. I shouldn't have to pay a monthly fee to pay for the digital codex. And if you got the Space Marine Codex on release and used the apps, you have officially paid more for the privilege to use that digital code than the codex itself. If GW wants to lock off the list maker and rules, more on that later, and only allow the codex you have paid for, that's fine. The bonus with this is of course that Games Workshop could sell just digital codices and save money on printing the book. Also, stop with the limited edition starter boxes. Well, let me be clear, this is the boxes like Indomitus and Dominion, not the battle boxes or actual special limited edition boxes. These are the starting boxes for the edition. Keep them going, like Horus Heresy, Age of Darkness, a permanent addition to the range. They are great to get people into the game, and veterans like to boost their forces with them. 2 armies and a full rulebook, no matter how late you are into the edition. Even with a full rulebook lacks the lore, like Kings of War. This would be fantastic. And to have a proper rulebook without having to pay the extra is great. And not having scalpers jump them on and us not having to get a chance to get it. This actually will put people off playing the game. Hey. Also with that, make the rules free to download. Every other company does it. Mantic, Warlord, Warcradle, they all do it. If UW is going to continue with limited edition starter sets, which I hope they don't, then make the full rules free. Again, not behind a paywall of the app. It doesn't have to have a lore attached, just the rules. Finally, well, actually, it's not finally, this was originally finally, but I came up with a couple more. Make the faction keywords like Imperium, Chaos, Eldari actually mean something. Look, I remember in 4th edition, Sisters of Battle Codex, or Witch Hunter, if you wish to be more accurate, you could take Space Marines with Sisters of Battle in the same force. It was amazing. You could also do it with Imperial Guard too. Now, especially like me, if you like narrative forces, currently working on my Return to Armageddon force at just 7,000 points at the moment, if I could use several units from different armies together, that would be great. It means I have to buy the other codexes too, and I'd have no issue with this. And even if it was like the Witch Hunter Codex, the other force was extremely limited, like 0 to 2 troops, 0 to 1 of everything else, and a warlord needs to be from the parent army. And currently the best examples of this are the Custodes Codex, where you can have a Custodes, Sisters of Silence armies, or both with certain stipulations, and the same with Craftworld Eldari, with Harlequins and Corsairs. Now here's a bit of added ones I've just thought of. Certain named characters should not be locked behind sub-factions. Belisarius Cruel, Rubute Gulliman, and Abaddon. Sisters of Battle have done this pretty well with Saint Celestine and Morven Val. They are just too important for their given faction to be stuck with Legion chapter Forge World keywords. We have started to see named characters lose these, as I said, such as Saint Celestine. It would be great to see these big leaders not have to be used for one sub-faction. Though, if we do see more loyal Primarchs, then yeah, Gulliman can keep the Ultraman keyword. As of now, he is the Emperor Regent, and could lead not only any chapter, but pretty much any Imperial force. Okay, last one now. Which honestly should have been the first, to be honest. Less rules. When the average codex is taken up by more rules than actual data sheets, the Grey Knight Codex has 40 pages of rules compared to just 20 pages of data sheets. This emphasizes how much of an issue this is. To have to wade through rules after rules to get to the bit that you'll use most, and most of these rules are just pointless anyway, like stratagems, which can be shared with everyone else. This needs to kind of stop. I mean, stratagems are great, but having so many for one army is ridiculous. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment and subscribe, the other YouTube stuff, and hit the links down below if you want to help the channel. We have Wayland Games. We have Forbidden Planet, which sounds dirtier than it actually is. It's comics, it's great. My comics and my t-shirts. A new t-shirt coming up soon. And that's it. Of course there's Patreon, but as always, I'd rather you get yourself something nice than actually just give me money. Hope you enjoyed this video. What are you hoping for 10th? Are you going to be starting a new force for 10th? Are you excited? Well, I am, and I hope there's some changes made which affect everyone. Oh, sugar, I just forgot. Don't add new rules right at the end of this edition. Like, if it's coming out next year, why did demons all of a sudden get a brand new save rule? That's a bit ridiculous. I mean, seriously, I can understand with certain forces having 2 different savers for close combat and range, especially things like Harlequins or anyone that uses stealth fields, because shooting's gonna be harder. But when they're in combat, you can grab them, you know, so they can lose some of their save. But yeah, honestly, straight away, no, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon. And I'm going to lock this video off at 8 minutes again, as always, for the algorithm. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.